Hey Leo, thanks for checking out your October 2021 love and romance reading. Now I'm setting the intention for October, however, just what I'm feeling intuitively, the way I've been experiencing the energy lately, I feel like this energy is going to be around for a while. So even though I'm focusing on October, I feel like you can expect to see these things happening over the next 3 months, maybe even up to 6 months for some of you. I'm not an astrologer. I don't have any way of backing it up astrologically, but if you are somebody versed in astrology, if you know of any reason why that might be, please feel free to educate us in the comments. But just what I'm feeling intuitively in the energy, I feel like it's energy that's going to be around for a while. So let's see what's going on for Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Around love and romance. Romance, love, and romance for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. Alrighty, my dears, let's get right on into it. So the first card coming up for Leo is the Three of Wands. Okay, now the Three of Wands, unfortunately, can sometimes get a bad rap in love readings. If you're new to my channel, I do weekly forecasts where I focus on everything other than love, but people have been asking for love readings, so once a month I'll do a love reading. So I know there's a lot of love psychics out there, and a lot of those videos sometimes will automatically label Three of Wands as, oh, this is a third party situation. This person has other relationships going on. And it can mean that sometimes, don't get me wrong, but not every single time. You have to feel the energy that's coming up in the reading around the people involved, and you have to look at the other cards that come up with it. So Three of Wands is not going to mean every single time that you're dealing with someone who's a player or someone who's a cheater. So if anybody is freaking out at seeing the Three of Wands, please know and understand some cards kind of get typecast, and unfortunately that happens sometimes. But Three of Wands is about much more than that, right? The cards have many layers. Three of Wands is going to be an awakening, and it's going to be about wanting to move forward, like it actually, one of the key phrases for the Three of Wands is the point of no return, right? Like here this guy is, and he's sent his goods off with the merchant ships. He can't take it back. There's no cell phone. He can't call and say, hey guys, just kidding. Please don't take my things to the market to sell. I'm not ready yet. It's done. Now all he can do is let the process happen and see what the outcome is. So Three of Wands has a sense of like, we've put something out there and we can't take it back. We have to keep going. And fortunately enough, it tells us that there will be a positive return, right? It's something that will go well for us. It's you can't unsee what you've seen. You can't go back into the box. So this could very much have to do with wanting to take the next step, taking the next level. Leo, I feel like a lot of you are with somebody that you might feel like they're going through a lot of changes, or they feel a little bit different or distant from you, but I feel like this person is going through a really massive awakening right now. And some of you have even been praying for this person. You know, please help this person awaken. Please help this person, you know, heal, come into a higher vibration. And so I feel for a lot of you, your person is processing that. They're processing this awakening, and they're realizing there's much more to life than the things they've been focusing on. And now they want to go, they want to like put themselves out there, in terms of like reaching their full potential or putting their time and energy into the things that matter. I feel, Leo, a lot of you are going to sense or see that not only within yourself, what you're looking for in your relationship, your priorities are shifting, like your priorities are rearranging, and so is the person that you're dealing with. So don't be surprised if all of a sudden they're wanting to make really big life changes. They might be coming to you like they want to start a business, or they want to close a business, or they want to do a career change, or they want to study some certain religion. And they might be asking you to do it with them, or to support them as they're doing it. When I say support, I mean like emotional support, like stand by them. So a lot of you might feel like, what's going on? Is my person having like an identity crisis? Is this, are they having a midlife crisis? Like, what is happening here? I feel your person is awakening, and they're trying to figure out that process. They're trying to, like, they see now that things are so unlimited, and they're just like, they might even feel kind of all over the place. Some of you might be scared or afraid that, are they gonna forget about me, or are they gonna move on and not want me anymore? I don't get that vibe. We're gonna go through the other cards and see what the cards have to say. I don't get that vibe. I feel like the Three of Wands is here just to let you know, like, the mindset of this person, and the things that they're focusing on, and the things that they're wanting to do. Your next card here is the Eight of Wands. And so Eight of Wands is communication. It's travel. Three of Wands also has an element of travel. Okay, so there may be if you have been in a long distance relationship, there might be an element of traveling very soon to see each other. There might even be communication or talk about relocation. I feel some of you may have been in a long distance relationship where both of you have been talking, and maybe it's like, well, are you going to come to me? Are you going to move to me? Or am I going to move to you? I feel your person might surprise you entirely and say, you know what, I've been thinking about it, and I just really feel like we should both go to this other place, right? So like, maybe you're both leaving your home and you're going to a different state or a different country, and you're getting a fresh start together in a new place. I feel that element for some of you as well, and that can feel terrifying, right? But it can also be very exciting. I feel for some of you, there's like a sudden shift or a sudden change, and I feel like things are beginning to happen very fast. Boom, 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 boom. They are lining up, the doors are opening, it's just kind of falling into place. And so there may be a sudden relocation with your partner. Eight of Wands, as I said, is communication. It's good news. It's passion, right? It's that fire energy. So I feel drive and ambition. I feel that for some of you, Leo, you may have felt like your partner wasn't coming into the relationship with enough soul, or like enough drive. Maybe you felt like, I don't know if they really want this. I don't know if they really want me. I don't know if they're just kind of on autopilot and they're going through the motions. I feel as a part of this person's awakening, they're getting connected with their passion. They're getting a love for life again. They're getting their zeal and their zest back. And so I feel like you're going to see a lot more passion coming into like the way that they're behaving with you. They might start initiating more when it comes to, like physical intimacy and things like that, being more expressive as well. The next card coming up here for you, Leo, is the Hermit. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, right? There is a sense here with Virgo energy when we see the Hermit. And I know a lot of people don't like to see the Hermit, especially in a love reading, because they think that it's like again, Hermit gets typecast as like a single card, right? You can need solitude. You can go within and still be in a relationship. It doesn't mean that you have to be single, or that you're doomed or destined to be single. So we need to clarify that first off. And for me, in my readings, when the major arcana cards come up, it's telling me you're coming into a really important chapter in your life. This is a significant turning point. This is a significant shift in your life that you came here to experience. So when I have the major arcana cards come up between people, it tells me this is a significant soulmate, that you have had a lot of past lives with them before, and that you guys have a contract and an agreement to meet in this lifetime for a specific reason. When I look at the major arcana card, it tells me what that reason is. And so the Hermit, for me in a relationship, You might be a spiritual teacher to this person. They might be a spiritual teacher to you. But more often than not, usually what it is this is, you guys are holding up a lamp to each other. You guys are holding up a light to each other, a mirror to one another, and you're helping each other see yourselves. You're helping to see yourselves maybe in a way that even feels very vulnerable or uncomfortable, because you're seeing the parts of you that still need to be healed, or you're seeing the parts of you that maybe you haven't accepted or embraced yet, and you need to accept and embrace those parts of you. And your partner is showing that to you about yourself, and you're showing your partner that about themselves. You guys are waking each other up, and you guys are helping to see truths about yourselves through this relationship. Like, it's getting real. It's getting real in terms of like who you are, what you want, where you're going in life, any past traumas, any things you want to heal, any things you need to change, any things that you've been too critical towards yourself about, where you need to be more loving or more accepting to yourself. So don't be surprised if you feel in a lot of ways like you're getting called out. I don't feel like your partner is doing it in a mean way. I just feel like things are just kind of happening on their own. Things are coming to the surface on their own. But this is someone who's a mirror for you, and you're a mirror for them. And so there's a lot of awakening coming through this relationship and through this connection. You might even be really thinking about what you believe spiritually. You guys might be talking about this as a couple, even, Leo. You guys might be talking about, seeking out spiritual guidance together as a couple. You might be feeling like you're wanting that in your life, or you're wanting a mentor or somebody coming in and, like, kind of teaching you guys or guiding you along the changes that you're going through. I do feel for some of you, very interesting vibe. I don't typically get this from the Virgo card, but I'm feeling it. I feel like some of you might even be having some kind of like a commitment ceremony. Maybe it's not an official wedding, but like a hand fasting, or you might be having a religious ceremony ahead of a legal ceremony. Maybe some of you have some things that need to be finalized before you can have a legal marriage. And so before the legal marriage, you might be doing some kind of a religious ceremony, or going to somebody to bless the relationship. And for some of you, I feel like this is like almost like you're recommitting to each other. Like, you've been together for a long time, or you had a rocky start, and you're saying, okay, let's just, clean slate here. Let's just clean slate here and, commit to making this work. So I feel like it's like a recommitment. Maybe for some of you it's in the sense of a past life, where you're recommitting to each other in this life. But it feels to me like it's a recommitment. Like, we're going to try this again. We're going to do this the right way, or we're remembering why we fell in love with each other in the first place. And as we're going through this awakening, we're going to do things better. We're going to take the high road. We're going to keep things high vibration, and we're recommitting to making this work. I feel like, and a lot of you might incorporate a ceremony in this, some kind of like I said, like a hand fasting or religious ceremony, or going to somebody to bless you guys or bless the relationship. Some of you might have a partner that feels like we need to go to a specific place, right? So maybe there's like a spiritually significant place, right? So, like, maybe if you're hippies, it's like, we got to go out to Sedona, or we got to go out to Joshua Tree, or we got to go out to this place or that place, or we got to go out to South America and like go like sit with the shamans, and or maybe if you're somebody who's like more I don't know, some other religion, it could be a certain temple. Like, we need to go to this temple, or we need to go to the wall in Jerusalem, or whatever it might be. You might have your partner all of a sudden feeling like, we got to go to this specific place. Like, we got to go together. We got to go as a couple. we got to go and we got to, do what we need to do to have, this blessing, or this symbolism of a fresh start, and that we're bringing God or spirit into the relationship. um I don't know, I just feel like, Leo, even though you're the fire sign, I feel like this is someone you're with that, like, they're coming back to life, almost like they feel like they got a second chance at life. And it's this energy of um like they have this fire, they have this zeal, they have this lust for life, like they don't want to take anything for granted, and it's like, let's just go, let's just do it, because if we don't, we're going to regret it later. So I feel like the person that you're with is starting to take the lead, and there's a lot of things they're wanting to do together as a couple, and, like, in terms of like experiences and travel, and just goals, and just like they're coming to life, and they want to live, and they want to live with you. The next card that's coming up here, sorry, I hope it's not too blurry, is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay? So, Nine of Pentacles can be matters of self-employment. Some of you might be beginning some self-employment venture, and you might be meeting somebody significant through that. Or if you're already self-employed, you might be meeting somebody significant through that. Some of you, there may have been challenges in an existing relationship where it's been like you guys have been arguing and there's been stress, and you might be realizing, well, hey, I feel insecure about the power dynamic in the relationship, because I'm not making as much money as my partner, or I don't feel like I have my own money, or vice versa. Maybe you're the breadwinner and your partner is the one that's not financially independent. So I feel like both of you are coming into ways of like looking at your money as a couple and looking at your money independently. And so there's a shift here happening with financial independence. And then it's like there's not so much of a power struggle, there's not so much of like feeling embarrassed or inferior, but a sense of like, figuring out the money between the two of you. Nine of Pentacles also, if you're single, for me a lot of the times can be that you've noticed somebody is like watching you, or they seem interested in you, and you've tried to let them know that you're interested too. You've tried to encourage them, like you notice they're into you, and you've tried to encourage them to, hey, yeah, feel free to step up to me, feel free to ask me out. You may have even been like, oh, it would be so cool to hang out sometime, or oh my gosh, it would be so great to, like, grab a cup of coffee and talk about that some more later. Like you may have even tried to, like get things moving or get things going with this person, and they're not doing it, they're not budging it. They're not budging. You're like, what in the heck? Like, are they just going to stare at me forever? Am I imagining it? What do they want from me? When I see the Nine of Pentacles, they're really impressed with you. They see you as very like high class. They see you as somebody that is really impressive, somebody that's really confident. Like you're like this little shining star. And they're like, is this person for real? Like, is Leo for real? Or is Leo just acting the way that, you know, they know is going to impress people? Are they just acting the way that they know is going to impress me? Or is this really who Leo is? So this person will take a step back and watch you from a distance. They'll admire you from a distance. They'll learn about you. They'll study you from afar. Okay, all right, Leo likes this kind of coffee. Okay, Leo likes, this must be Leo's favorite color. I see like their desk, they have this a lot of things this color, and they wear this color a lot. Or, oh, I think this is the perfume or the cologne that Leo likes. Like they start gathering all these little facts about you, and they get to know you from afar. But also, the Nine of Pentacles for me makes me think of the Blake Shelton song, Who Are You When I'm Not Looking? Like, that's really what they're getting down to. Character is very important to this person. And so they're trying to figure out how you are with other people, right? And then if they don't give you attention, are you going to go and are you going to start trying to get attention from other people? Right? Like they might be just trying to like just kind of see how you're going to act and how you are and what kind of person you are. I do feel this person will eventually step up to you guys. For some of you, it could be as soon as in the next 2 weeks. And so that would be like mid to end of October. And for other ones of you, it could be sometime in late November or early December that I feel this person's going to step to you. Like they're finally ready. They're like, okay, right, all right, Leo's for real. Leo's for real. This is, this is a real person. They're not trying to trick me or anything. Like this is a genuine person. And so like then they're stepping up to you. Then they're wanting to move forward with the relationship. The next card here, my dears, is the Queen of Wands. And obviously, this could be you and your beautiful, fiery Leo energy, right? You stepping into your power. But Queen of Wands is also a card that comes up for me in my readings when somebody is fed up with the way things have been going in their life. And they just come into the energy where they're like, look, I know what I bring to the table. I know what I have to offer. And you start to realize how much the people in your life benefit from you, right? And you're like, I know people benefit from having me around. I know what I'm bringing to the table. I know I have worth. I know I have value. And so there's this energy of like, I'm not settling for less, right? I refuse to settle for less. And so I feel like a lot of you are raising the bar in a current relationship, or you're manifesting a much higher caliber partner than what you're used to having. Like you're manifesting the kind of relationship where you're being treated the way you want to be treated and you're getting what you want to get out of the relationship. Keep in mind also, this is the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is independent, right? She can be in a relationship, but she's an independent personality. So you're either becoming the Queen of Wands or you've been dreaming of a Queen of Wands and you're calling one in for yourself. The Queen of Wands is the life of the party. She's very attractive, very va 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 voom, There's certain words I'm not supposed to say, otherwise we get dinged. But you know what I'm trying to say. Rhymes with Lexi. And so this is going to be somebody who can be in the relationship, but also be their own person. Also have fun. Also have their own money. Also have their own goals and dreams and ambitions. And maybe, Leo, that's been a scary thing for you in a relationship. Like you want the relationship, but you don't want to lose your independence. You don't want to lose your sense of self or your identity, right? You still want to have, this is who I am and this is what I like to do. And so I feel like there's a boundary here that's coming into your relationship where you have the connection, you have the teamwork, but you also have a sense of self and a sense of independence. And I feel like that's one of the things in this mirror energy that's coming up. Leo, I feel like some of you may have been dealing with a person that maybe in the past was being a little bit too clingy. And they're seeing that about you. Like they're seeing in the relationship that, you know what, maybe I'm being a little bit too clingy with Leo. Maybe I need to kind of let go a little bit and let Leo breathe, right? It doesn't mean that they don't love, that Leo doesn't love me. It doesn't mean that they're bored of me, right? They just need to stretch their legs and their arms and get out for a bit and do some interesting things. It doesn't mean that Leo is out cheating on me, right? Like they're beginning to realize that. And so I feel like there's this healthy balance in the passion coming back into the relationship and being able to like have two people that they have their own stuff going on. They have their own lives going on, right? Their identity is not connected to the relationship. They're two confident individual people that are in a relationship together, but the relationship is not defining either one of you, right? So it's the opposite of codependency, Leo. I feel like this is a very secure, very confident love where you can be yourself and you can do your thing and you can go after the stuff you want to go after. I also feel for some of you there might be something in terms of like family property that you've been inheriting, or maybe like you have a business and your partner's been wanting to like be a part of it, or like call it a family business, but then like they haven't been doing anything towards it. So I feel like there might be a new agreement coming into it where it's like, okay, you know what, that's your property, or you know what, that's your business. I'm gonna butt out and I'm gonna let you do it the way you want to do it. I feel like for some of you there's that dynamic as well. Like they're stepping back and they're letting you handle your stuff. And it's not like, okay, yeah, sure, we're married, or yeah, sure, we're living together, but and we say that your stuff is my stuff and my stuff is your stuff, but there's also some stuff that is yours and some stuff that is mine. And so I feel like there's like a healthy boundary being put down around that kind of stuff as well. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign if you haven't already. Some months those are going to resonate with you more than others. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you want to go to calendly.com/amethystangelite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. And a lot of people have been asking about like sending tips or donations to the channel. Guys, I am very appreciative for anybody that feels moved to do that. I'm not a wealthy person by any means, so if you do feel moved to do that, you can go to paypal.com and you can put in my email address, which is amethystangellight@gmail.com, and you can send tips and donations that way if you feel moved to do so, if that's something you want to do. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Keep an eye out for the weekly forecasts. Those are going to be resuming, and we're going to be getting back on track with videos being posted again. Thank you so much, guys. Weekly forecasts, I talk about everything other than love, so be sure to check those out as well. Thanks for watching. Take care.